Hey, it's Sky. I'm here doing the back to school tag that Beauty with Strangeness created, Alyssa, and I'm sorry I'm just now getting around to doing this, girl. I was sick and I've been busy, and then I don't ever feel like I'm suitable enough to look, to film a video that I look suitable enough. But anyways, my dog's biting on my ankles. But anyways, here I am. I just got back from church. We had a really great service at Safe Haven this morning, and surprise guests, friends came. That's always good. And today we got our first pumpkin spice latte of the year. I know I look like I'm looking away. I can't figure out how to look. Maybe I'll look right there. Does that mean, am I looking at y'all then? I don't know. Excuse the randomness. But anyways, here we go with the back to school tag. Question number 1. What is your fave memory of school? My favorite memory of school is probably my field trip with the choir to Six Flags. We had a good time, but then everybody got pneumonia and got sick because we wanted to ride the water rides, and it really wasn't warm enough to, and so we all got pneumonia. Favorite class and why? My favorite class would definitely have been choir also, because it was with my good friends, Amanda and Chelsea, and we had fun tormenting the teacher, which sounds really bad, but he was not nice, and we had fun picking on him, which was kind of cool. Least favorite class and why? Any math class was bad, especially geometry, because geometry in the 10th grade, I don't know what I would call this person, but I had a person in the class. We had a long history together, and that class was our lunch class, and so it was kind of awkward. Like, we always sat together, but it was like, what are we? We were good friends, who had a history together, but anyways, I'm not going to get into all that, but he was in that class, and it made it very difficult for me. Also, Mrs. Prince's math class, which was Algebra 2 with Trig. Horrible. She took... I got an ankle biter in the house, excuse me. She took pride in failing people. Like, she loved for people to have a hard time in her class and struggle, and I wasn't good at math anyway, and so it really got to me. Like, I passed the class by 1 point, and I think she was just being nice. Like, I think she thought, well, I've made this girl suffer enough. I'm going to pass her. Who is your favorite teacher and why? My health teacher, Mrs. Howell. She was my favorite teacher, and then also my English teacher, Mrs. Dunn. I love to read, but I read in spurts. I will go months or even years without reading a book and then read 30 books back to back. And Miss Dunn that year, she really instilled wanting to read again back into me, and I started reading, and it was something I wasn't doing at the time. Least favorite teacher. Least favorite teachers would have to be my college teachers. My teachers I say college. I went to a certificate-based program for radiology and then a separate one for ultrasound. And it would have to be my radiology teachers. Not all of them, just select one. Anyways. Also, Miss Prince, the one I talked about that really enjoyed failing people, her also. Favorite school lunch? I never really ate school lunches. In high school, I suffered from a really bad eating disorder, and I didn't want anybody to watch me eat, so I never did eat. But in elementary school, I loved Crispitos. But middle school and high school, I never ate. Or if I did, it was like a salad, and that was it. What was on your lunchbox? I don't think I had one. Favorite TV show after school was definitely Total Request Live. We were not allowed to watch TV after my mom got home, except for 30 minutes. Every child had different night, because I had 3 step-siblings that lived with us. And so every night we each could choose something, like one program. So we would all watch Total Request Live when my mom wasn't at home, because she drove the bus, and so she always got home late. Were you ever suspended? No. What extracurriculars? Once I got into high school, I didn't really do any extracurricular activities, but in middle school, I was in the choir. I was also in the honor society, but I was very anti-school. Like, I never went to the pep rallies, never went to any of the football games, never went to any games, even in middle school. I did like one. But that, it's kind of sad. My now husband was a senior in high school when I was a freshman. Anyways, I went to a game because I found out he was going to be there. Basically, the only reason I went was to spy on him and see if he had a girlfriend, which is really lame. But I've had a crush on my husband since I was in the 7th or 8th grade. He's 4 years older than me. Well, 3.5. But anyway, so I had a big crush on him, and I would follow him. And then when I finally got 16, I was brave enough to ask him out. I asked him out on a date. I'll admit it. Oh, also, when I was in elementary school, we had what was called the gifted program. It was kind of like the special program, but gifted, but everyone was like really socially awkward. I don't know. But anyways, it was called Target, like the store. But the school was called Target, and it's actually closed now. They cut it with all the education cuts, and I love that. I'm going to consider that as an extracurricular activity since I don't have anything else. Was your picture day good? I never think I take good pictures, so I would say no. My friends and family might say yeah, but I would say no. Favorite field trip was definitely the choir trip that I spoke about, and also Camp McDowell. When I was in the 7th grade, we went on a week trip to Camp McDowell, which is like an outdoorsy type camp. Anyways, me and Amanda went, and our room didn't have a chaperone. And so it was abutted to a room with a chaperone, but our room didn't have a chaperone. And so we kind of got like to go out in the middle of the night and stay up late. We tumped. Is tumped a word? No. We turned over a canoe. We got lost on there was that thing you're supposed to follow the stars and find different pinpoints to get to some kind of treasure or something. We totally got lost. We were so lost in the woods. We were kind of freaking out. What else did we do on that trip? We had good food. There was actually good food there. But turning over the canoe, and I fell and hurt myself really bad on the waterfall. It was really bad. Like my butt was black and blue for days, if not weeks. Thought I had a broken tailbone. But anyways, I think there was another question I was supposed to write down about passing notes. Were you a note passer? Yes, and up until we moved into this house 4 years ago, I had all of my high school notes, and I threw them away because they were referring to things that some of it I wanted to remember, some of it I didn't want to remember, but I threw all the notes away instead of hoarding them. But I had like every single note, and I got rid of them. But anyways, so yes, I was definitely a note passer. But that's all the questions and answers. I hope. I'm sorry I'm so late getting onto this. I'm sorry. I don't know where to look. I can't help it because it's facing me, because I tried filming it the other way and I wasn't even on the camera. I need to get like a better setup if I'm going to try to do this. But anyways, I hope the ceiling fan's not distractive. Suki, my ankle biter, is not distracting. And I hope y'all all have a great Sunday and go get a pumpkin spice latte. They're really good. Y'all have a good day. Bye.